Oh, hey, beautiful people. It's your girl, makeup artist DeShawn Hatcher, reaching for something. Hey, guys. Sorry about this. I think this is what I was looking for. Hi, guys. Listen, people. There's a storm outside. So it may kick in while we're talking. It may not kick in while I'm talking. I don't know what's going to happen, but it has been excuse me, I'm trying to clean up this shine on my forehead. Yeah, it has been quite stormy here. But you know what? The good thing is it died down in enough time for me to talk to you. Because sometimes when we get storms up here, it knocks out the internet stuff. So it died down just enough time. But it felt like I'm on the second floor, and so it felt like I was in Kansas and I was Dorothy, and the things were going around. So I digress. I don't know why the screen is so black. I don't know, but life will go on. Yes, I don't think can I. I don't think I need more light. Yeah, it was a little hectic in here. Okay, still cleaning the office, but well, you can't really see it, but you see, I can't. This part right here. Look, it's almost done. This little stuff right here. Sorry, I'm pointing in the wrong way. This little stuff right here will soon be gone. So I'm quite excited that I'll be able to move around the office and talk to you guys from different locations other than this one. So, beautiful people, today is Monday. Hey, Shamika Alfred. Hello, my darling. She goes, hi, DeShawn. I miss watching your videos live. Glad to be here. Glad to be here, too. Hi, girl. Welcome. Welcome, honey. Listen, I wish I had a theme for this evening, but I don't. She don't got a theme. She don't. Listen, let me tell you what just happened. So, the boyfriend, okay, he makes these sausages that are so good you will lose your mind. So I just had a taste of some sausage and I lost my mind. Oh crap! Hold up, hold up. Dawn, I see you. I see you. I found the book. I found the book. Wait, I'm gonna scream. So give me a minute. Wait, no, I don't have to scream. Wait. I just found the book today. I thought the book was in here and it wasn't. It was upstairs in another room. Wait a minute. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I'm going to get that book and I'm going to show it to you and they're going to put it up. Okay. Y'all bear with me. I got to yell at the boyfriend for a minute. Okay. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me get him to get me that book. I'm texting because I don't want to yell. It's going to be like obnoxious if I yell. But I don't want to forget because I literally looked all over the place for it. And I was like, where is this damn book? Oh, she's so crazy. Dawnsville says, hi, everyone. DeShawn, I'm so sorry if I made you feel bad about my suggestion for online. Girl. Okay, listen, we're going to talk about that, okay? We're going to talk about that, okay? And Dawnsville says, it's okay. Take your time. I'm going to find it. And then she's like, I got my pen and pencil ready to write the name down. Yes, because I could not remember the girl's name. I was really trying to, I just couldn't remember her name. All I remember was Anastasia. And I was like, but what's her last name? And so I was losing what was left of my brain. Where is he? He may not be upstairs. Okay, well, he should. I'm gonna scream at him if any of you don't come in with that damn book. It's literally on my kitchen island. I pulled it out for you, Dawnsville. I pulled it out for you. So, Dawnsville, let me tell you something. Can I just tell you something, my darling? I am never, ever offended. I'm a New Yorker. You have to say way more to me than that to be offended. In fact, you made me actually, Dawnsville, you really made me think about it. I like conversation, Dawnsville. Can't you tell that? And so it was okay with me, and it really made me think. And I really, when I sat down, when I left, you guys last week, I sat down with the boyfriend and we started talking and brainstorming, maybe something that could be beneficial to more people, right? It would be more, so people who understand what I'm talking about. I was talking about my class, Increase Your Speed, right? And Dawnful was like, yo, biatch, it's too expensive. She didn't say that, but she said something like that, which is fine. It's fine. It's fine. And then I was like, you know what? You might have a point. And, as I said, might. But then I'm a Libra, so we got to think about things, and then we got to weigh things, and we got to do all these things. And then I said, you know what? I remember when I had started the class, I think I had only done it for like a half a day when I first started Increase Your Speed. And I charged a lot less because it was only half a day. And, he did ask me a good question. He goes, well, did your students learn from you for the 4 hours? And I said, yeah. And did they increase their speed? And I said, yeah. And he said, well, you can go back to doing that as well. And then having your one-on-ones where people come and immerse themselves with you all day. And then, you can have 2 different types of classes. I am a Libra. I'm all or nothing. But because you said that to me, I said, you know what? That is a very valid point. That's a very valid point. I don't have to, and this is a point for all of us, right? See, I didn't have anything to say. I had no class structure tonight. It was all because the wind was blowing. I was Dorothy in the Wiz. But it made me think about how we adjust our rates, right? How do we adjust our rates? And you, my darling, said, well, I get the value, I get it, but I just can't afford it. No matter what you do, DeShawn, I still can't afford it. And I was like, you know what? Either you keep it luxury and only 2 people can take the class, or now, DeShawn, you might have to go back and pivot. And now how are we going to pivot? When people say to you, your rates are too damn high, it's like we say in New York, the rents are too damn high. Well, how can we adjust ourselves, right? How can we adjust ourselves where it's still going to benefit me and it's still going to benefit whomever? And I said to myself, this is a very interesting thing to think about. And so I really did. I really thought about it. And then I said, you know what? That's how I started. And then, and in my mind, I said, well, because I think in all makeup artists' mind, right, we do this thing, well, I'm worth more, damn it. And it's like, it's true, but is it what, here we go, here's a lesson. Is it what the market will bear? That's the golden question. Is it what the market will bear? And if your class, let's say my class was $10,000, right? And I got one person to take the class a year. Is it what, my whole point is, am I trying to teach the masses? Like, am I trying to go buck wild crazy, or am I just trying to teach 1 student or 2 students a year? That's the question I have for you guys. So when you're doing your rates stuff, right, find out what your worth is. And then if for some reason there's a little pushback, you might have to say, maybe my rate is too high. Maybe I know I'm worth the money. I know I am, but the market at this present time will not bear it. It will not, it cannot be sustainable on its own if you keep the price here. And I said to myself, Dawnful, this is all your fault. I said to myself, this is a great lesson for me to learn, because I normally don't, I am not a salesperson. I don't believe in putting my stuff on sale. I hate that. I might do a special giveaway, but I'm not a salesperson. And it dawned on me, I said, but you know what? We all have to. What do I tell you guys about negotiation, setting your prices and your day rates and all that stuff? There is a level, right, that we don't want to go under. That's all. That's what setting your day rate is all about. A level that you refuse to go under. And then I said to myself, well, what is the level for my class that I refuse to go under? And I said, well, you can just go back to what you started, and you can actually have more people in your class, and you could do it that way. You did it that way. I think I'd started in Increase Your Speed, like, I want to say like 5 years ago. Now I can't remember, 6 years ago. I feel like I did it before the book. So why can't you just do that and offer one-on-ones with people who really want you to bust their ass? So it allowed me, Dawnful, to really think about it. So was I insulted? Hell no. It's a learning lesson for all of us. 22 years in the business, I can learn from you. That's all it is. But it's a learning lesson for us all. You know what I mean? It's something that we all have to, listen. Our egos can get in the way. Our egos can get in the way, and we can say, "Well, damn it, I'm not lowering my rate because I am just fabulous." And then all of a sudden, when you're sitting there ass out and broke ass, then you're like, let me rethink this. So that's it. So that's what I wanted to say. There you go. So, I mean, we can talk about that, by the way. We can talk about rates tonight if you want to. We can talk about the fluctuations in rate and all the minutiae that goes on with rate setting and what happens when somebody doesn't want to pay your rate. What does that mean? So we can do all of that, or I could just answer your amazing questions. Where is the boyfriend with the damn book? Where is he? I really want that book. I really want that book. I really want that book. Because I literally went crazy to find it. And of course, I sat in here and did this, and I didn't bring it in the room. So let me see. Let me read you. I'm calling. I'm calling on the phone. Wait, give me a second. Pick up the phone. Pick up the phone, damn it. Pick up the phone. Only during DeShawn's live does she make phone calls to the boyfriend that's in the house. Only here. Where is he? Did he leave? Oh, Jesus Christ. This man is not picking up the phone. Now he's ignoring me. How dare he? Hi, Samoa. Oh, he hears me. I'm sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm going to scream. Cover your ears. Southwood! Come here. See, I try to be nice, right? Remember that when he goes, why are you calling me? I texted him. I texted you. I called you on the phone, and then I had to scream your name.
It didn't ring.
Well, that's not my fault. Wait. But I'm on live on air, man. Can you do me a huge favor? On the island, there's a big book. Please don't tell me I burned in this room this whole time. There's a big book sticking out of that box.
Yeah.
Oh, thank God. Okay. Sorry, guys. See do you see how nice I was trying to be? I was not trying to scream at him, but as usual, the man don't listen. But he's here now with the book, so I appreciate it. No, don't do it. Don't do it through the wires. Pain in the butt. Okay. This is for Dawn's fault. Boom. Dawn's fault. I'm going to hold it up for you, my darling. Okay? This is the book. Look how thick this book is. Do you see that? This is a stylist book. Dawnsville is going to be the next great stylist. And this is called Larger Than Vogue, The Business of Being a Fashion Stylist by Anna Katsanis. I'll do it this way. Focus. Can y'all see that? Focus. I am not a YouTuber. I hope you can make that out. Either way, I'm going to put it up on the community board tonight. I promise you. Listen, people. I know you're going to be like, well, DeShawn, you're a makeup artist. Okay. Why did you buy this big ass book? Okay. As a makeup artist, you will need to learn many skills, especially before you get on these real sets, right? You're going to have to learn how to pin clothes to girls, to models. You're going to have to learn how to duct tape boobs. You're going to have to learn how to do all these little tips and tricks that are in here. You're going to have to learn those things. I had to learn all those things. Excuse me. Here, I'll show you. Let me show you something real quick. Okay. Case in point. I'm trying to make a point here. When I was a newbie, I forgot what year I was in. I think I was in year like 3 or 4, actually, now I think about it. And we were just testing. Oh, everything's falling. We were just testing, right? And what you learn in testing is that it's just you, the makeup artist, sometimes, oh, here comes the rain. Sometimes a hairstylist and the photographer and the model. So sometimes there is a hairstylist and sometimes, can y'all hear that? And sometimes there's not, okay? All right. So I'm not sure if you guys seen this. I'm very proud of this, but I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. This whole series that you see that pops up on Pinterest. I do like when my work pops up on Pinterest. So this whole series that has been on book covers, billboards, all of that stuff was a simple test. This coat we borrowed from, I feel like we borrowed it from, oh God, some random chick that was in there. I think we were testing her and another girl on the same day, and we borrowed her coat, but it was too big for, this is gay. It was too big for gay. So we had to pin the coat to gay to make sure it fit properly. I had to move it this way. I had to pin the coat to gay. We had the amazing Dante. It's Dante, right? Yeah, Dante. Oh God, Dante. I'm sorry, Dante Blanchard. I cannot remember his last name. He did the hair. He did a magnificent job on the hair. And then that is your girl's makeup. The graphic eye that we have today, just not so cuckoo crazy. The lip. Do you see the lip that we have? What right now? This was done in 2004, 5, 6. I don't remember. But do you see what I'm saying? This is a classic picture. I can have this picture forever. I can show you guys this picture 20 years from now, and you say, did I just do that if you didn't know? So this is what I'm saying. All of these little tips and tricks that you will find in this book will help you with your testing, okay? So I want you to understand that you're not just a makeup artist. A lot of times on set, when you're new, right, you will be working with new models. When I tell you, them girls don't know what they're doing, they do not know what they're doing. So you're gonna have to teach. You really will be standing there telling them how to pose and how to do these poses and all that stuff. You will be doing that. If you want the shots that you need for your book, you will do, or for your book or for your website or for your Instagram, you will do what it takes to get those shots. And a lot of times with my little short, stubby body standing next to a 6'4" model, six foot model, you should see me. No, honey, do it this way. Do it this way. No, do it this way. Do it this way. Okay? Because I wanted my shot. So Dawnsville, that is why I have this book. And I also love Anna. Her work is amazing. She's in Vogue. She's in all the top, she's in all Anastasia. She's in all of the top magazines. And actually, the assistant that I told y'all about, Stephanie, my girl, my friend, Miss Stephanie, she was able to assist her a couple of times, which I think is amazing. So I just wanted to shout out that book and let you guys know that it's very important as makeup artists that you understand hair, makeup, and styling. And if you can, stick in some nail stuff too. A lot of people would ask me, oh, see, like the cover, I'm pointing. So that's my cover of the Zinc magazine, right? But in that story, I had to do the nails as well. And so this is what I'm saying. If the more versatile you are, especially today, the more work you will get. I happen to do hair, makeup, and nails. So I'm able to kind of like control a lot of things that some others couldn't do. Like some people might say, well, I can do the makeup, but I can't do the hair, or I can do the hair, but I can't do the nails. And then what happens is now you have to bring in new people to help you when you could possibly do it all. And that also allows you to be more creative and more whatever. So there's a lot to being a makeup artist than just makeup. This is why I try to explain to everybody. Wi-Fi. Hello, this is CR. Hi, CR. Hi, sweetheart. What was the topic that Ursula's makeup is meant to look bad and uneven according to the Little Mermaid? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I would assume so. I mean, I saw the makeup. I didn't really think it looked that bad. I thought it actually looked pretty good. I mean, I've heard a lot, CR, about that makeup, and people are complaining no matter what, they seem to be complaining about that particular makeup. It didn't bother me, so I don't know what the problem is. I also love Melissa McCarthy. But Yeah, I don't know what the hell the deal is with that whole damn movie. But well, I do, of course I do know. But um I don't know what's wrong with her makeup. One minute I saw it, it looked perfect. The next minute I saw it look messy. Was that for the scene? Was Ursula supposed to look messy? Remember, this is a film. This is not beauty. This is not fashion. This is film. So, oh, child, I don't know. People, we all have something to say. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. Dawnsville says, DeShawn, that's great. She goes, a two-price tier system can ensure that you can still meet your clients with different financial needs and with different skill sets. You can still control the service quality. That is yes. Yes. And that's because of you. That's because of you. You taught an old dog a new trick because I listen, I get very stuck in my ways. I will not change. I get stuck in my way. But no, it really is. I said, you know what? You make a valid point. And I said, let me ruminate in my head and let me see what I can come up with. And it was quite helpful. So thank you, my darling. Thank you very much. Evie made it. Evie made it. Hello, Evie. She goes, hello, lovely DeShawn and beautiful peeps. Hello, Evie. Dawn says, I did a beta test with a styling service where I do closet edit. Oh, where I create new outfits for people based on what they already have. Not everyone can afford to pay thousands of dollars for brand new clothes. Yes, my darling. Love your hair. It's a fucking mess, but thank you, Evie. Oh, God, that's so sweet. Thank you, Evie. I appreciate that. So Johnson says, oh, I'm okay. I'm happy that I didn't offend you. I was honestly thinking of ways for you to possibly earn more income. I know you were. I know you were. That's why I said, why would I be offended by that? You put so much time into everything you do, and I want you to earn. Bang. Me too, Evie. I mean, Dawn's me too, girl. So you go, tell him, girl. I think you're on delay. I have a storm right outside my window right now. So if I cut off or something, that's the storm. Okay. It's been all day long out here. So, and if you can tell how dark it is outside, and it doesn't look dark on the camera. Oh, it's because the light is back there, but it's very dark right now and it's not supposed to be. So Johnson says, also for you makeup artists, please connect with local stylists in your area and see if any of them offer a package where they will let you do makeup on their personal styling clients. Okay, this is what this is all about. I'm going to make that clear because I read it and then I'm going to reread it. Dawnsville gave makeup artists an amazing idea, which is, again, also for you makeup artists, please connect with local stylists in your area and see if any of them offer a package where they will let you do makeup on their personal styling clients. Okay. She's offering you an opportunity to work with a stylist. Okay. That's very important. And let me say this about styling, real straight up and honestly. Sometimes in this photo here, you get an inspiration and you say, yo, sis, can I borrow your coat? Because that's what happened. We saw the coat and we were like, can we borrow your coat? But when you don't have snazzy coats around the set or something, I really, and I know you're going to be like, well, they could pay for me too. But I really, really, really wish that makeup artists would understand the value of a fashion stylist. Okay. And I want you to understand that sometimes if you really want to break into the fashion world, that their expertise is very needed a lot of times on sets. And sometimes that you may need to pay them. Okay. You just may need to pay them. And so that's something I want you to think about. But that's also guys, when you come with a plan, like when you have some type of create a vision in your head where you say, oh, this picture, I saw this picture on Pinterest and I want to do something like this and a series like this with maybe different collars and coats. And, maybe I want to do it in a retro format. And then that's when you would start to reach out to stylists, fashion stylists, and you would give them, like a board. We call them boards, but there's no more boards. Like a mock-up of your ideas, and they would have to pull the clothes for you, bring them to set. But I do think that fashion stylists, very good fashion stylists, not just any old fashion stylist, but very good fashion stylists are worth the money to test with. Because remember, you're free, the model's free, the photographer's free, and the hairstylist should be free. Maybe everybody on that set could pull together so you can find yourself a good fashion stylist that could really elevate the shoot. Because remember, it's not just about the fashion, it's also about the accessories. It's also about props as well. Sometimes you can say to a fashion stylist, do you do propping, which means you might want to get a phone, like an old-fashioned phone that she's speaking in, or you might need specific, like maybe you want to do a brush story, like but you want a funky brush, you know what I mean? Like all of these things that a lot of times fashion stylists somewhat cover, that is in your head that you're trying to convey, to work, to make, remember, you have to make your portfolio different from everybody else's. You have to remember that. You can't, this is why Instagram is such an issue, okay? Instagram is such an issue because everybody's doing the same exact makeup, same exact way. And so it gets extremely repetitive, and your eyes glaze over after the fifth person. It's just like, oh God, here's another girl with the big lashes and the eyebrows and the this and the, it's the same shite. It's the same. And you have to, if you want to be in the industry, again, if you're a bridal person, so that's different. But if you want to be within the industry, you have to start changing up the stuff that you do. And it has to be consistent in a weird way. So that's, what I'm saying. Johnson says, yes, eyes glaze over on Instagram. Yes, the eyes glaze over on Instagram. It's exhausting. It's exhausting to watch, to see the same repetitive look after look after look, and it's the same damn face. That is a problem when you follow trends, right? It turns out to be the same damn face. No matter, the girl could be Asian, she could be black, she could be white, she could be a redhead, and it's all the same look on everybody. I call it the Instagram YouTube syndrome. It's like people are starting to morph into one type of look. And as a makeup artist, you're supposed to set the tone and the variance in what you do. You have to show people you can do more than one thing, So did I read this already? I want to be a personal stylist, and I want to offer services where I partner with a hairstylist and makeup artist to do my clients' hair and makeup for them. See, that's all. This is what I'm saying. Please start reaching out to fashion stylists. You would be amazed at. First of all, look at their portfolio, see what they do, see if you really love it, talk to them, interview them, ask them many, many questions. So many things. If you got that book, you would know what to ask. If you got that book, this big ass book right here, if you got this big ass book right here, and I think this book honestly is only like $20. I think. I know I bought it. I bought it with my money. It wasn't given to me. But if you bought this book, you would understand what fashion stylists do, and what you should be asking and all that stuff. But I will put this book up on the community board when I'm done here tonight, because I found it. She found it. Johnson, thank you so much, DeShawn. I wrote down, good, the book's name. I'm off to see if my local library can order it for me. Oh, that's such a great idea. I want my own book, but that's such a great idea. Yes. Also, what she just said is a great, great, great thing. Like, you don't always have to buy the books. We have this thing in America. It's called a library. We should all be going to the library. I forget. I like to buy my books, but yes, that's a very, very good point. Very good point. Wi-Fi. CR, hey CR, are you going to dye my hair purple? I know, I really love that. Actually, you know what that was, CR, when I had that blue purple hair? That was cream. That was like some type of cream I put in my hair that technically I was supposed to wash out the next day. But I loved it so much. I was like, F it. I don't care if it gets all over everything. I love that so much. But in order for me to dye my hair that kind of color, I have to strip my hair, make it blonde and then put that blue on top because, black girl hair or black hair, it doesn't have to be black girl hair, but, brown, dark brown turns orange first before it turns blonde. So, and I learned that the hard way because I dyed my hair. I tried to do oh honey, I tried to do a bleaching thing on my hair and I had this Bozo the Clown. Yes, it wasn't. I love orange. Orange is my favorite color. But when orange is in your hair and it's flaming, and then you're like, what the F did I do to my hair? I jacked myself up. Then I had blonde over here. I wore a hat for about 2 weeks before I called my old hairstylist up, Owen Sandy, and I called him in desperation. I'm like, Owen, my hair is bright orange and it's blonde over here, and I don't know how to fix it. He's like, just go get a rinse and throw a rinse in your hair. And sure enough, it was the prettiest my hair had ever been. But she chicken. She don't want to be dyeing her hair. Maybe y'all remember back in the day. We're talking like 2000s. I believe it was L'Oreal. They came out with that hair highlight kit. I don't know if you guys remember that. And it was like you can highlight yourself kind of thing. And it basically, I guess what it was is like a thinner I don't know what you call it, but like it had like different kind of brushes or something in it. And so you can kind of like piece out your hair and highlight your own hair. That's what I jacked myself up with. But I tell you, I gotta say, when I put the rinse in, it was the prettiest. It was like ashy blonde over here, deeper. It was really pretty. But I don't know if that'll strike. I don't know if I'll do that again, because I don't know if I'll be that lucky for it. I don't know if it'll be that lucky again for it to turn out that way. So, but I really do want to dye my hair blue. I'm so obsessed. I'm so obsessed. Doing so, whoa, her picture is stunning. Such that highlight on that beautiful skin. Yes, Gay's skin was just stunning. And she's such a rich mocha chocolate yaya mama that it was like one of those shoots that has lasted forever. I don't think it's ever going to kind of go away. This is like, I'm telling you, like it's interesting when you do tests. Remember when you're doing tests that the photographer is the one that owns the picture. So you could wake up one day and look outside the window. There's a big billboard of your work on this thing. You go, oh, and that's basically what was happening. Was like every year this thing keeps popping up and somebody else seems to license these images and they keep reusing them. It's on book covers. It's on, like I said, it's on billboards. It's everywhere. And so I happened to, I love it. I just love that whole day. I thought the whole day was just such a fun day. But thank you for saying, wow, Dawn's full. Thank you. She says, thank you so much, DeShawn. I wrote down the book's name. Okay, you're off to the library. Blue hair. Shamika. Hey, Miss Shamika Alfred. Is that my Shamika Alfred? I'm not sure. Is that you, Shamika? Or no? I'm not sure. She says, that's a really good idea. Dornsville, yes, my eyes glaze over on Instagram. Yes, they do, right? Evie says 7 watching and only 2. Oh, thank you. We're doing this thing called Give Me Some Likes. Give me some likes. So, say Instagram. YouTube needs to know you're here, that you are liking the content. Please make sure you give us some likes. I should have done that in the first 10 minutes. So the minute you guys get on here, you're supposed to go, yes, DeShawn, I like it. That's what the minute you get your ass on, okay? Oh, she's so stupid. That's Mickey. Oh, know. We gonna have to talk, find out where I know you from, Mickey. Yes. Thank you, Evie. She says, y'all go like the video. Y'all go like the video and show DeShawn some love. Thank you, Evie. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So we discussed this evening a stubborn ass. Someone who's stubborn, someone who didn't want to drop their rate. Oh, it's not fair. I'm worth more, blah, 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 blah. And then all of a sudden I was like, wait, Donsville has a point. Then I had to sound it out. And I was like, And then I had to talk it out. I said, And I said, oh, maybe I'll do it that way. So this is what I'm saying. It's like when you guys are pricing yourselves, you do have to have that threshold, guys, that you're not going under for nothing and no one. That is at the point where somebody says, hey, Evie, I got a gig for you. It's fabulous, okay? And it's just 2 people. You be in and out. Pays $100. This is where Evie says, F you, in a nice way, and bounces, because that is way below her day rate. So you have to have that threshold where you're like, no, I'm not going under that. I'm not going under that. I'm not doing that. You have to, because basically also what happens when we don't go under the day rate, to be straight, can we just be honest? You know, when you decide to take that gig, right? And it's way under, like, it's just some ridiculous rate that you took. You are standing there mad. You're mad. There were many times that I took a job and then I'm like, normally working is a joy. But I stood there, and this is when I was in the early years. I wasn't making any, crazy money. But I realized as I was standing there and working that, Jesus Christ, why did I take that rate? This is ridiculous. And now I'm painting faces. Now I'm mad because I rooked myself. And this is what I'm saying. It's like, it's not just to ensure that you make money. It's also to ensure that you're not pissed standing there working, because sometimes when you're pissed standing there working, it really does show, and by the way, it is something that you agreed to. You agreed. You said, okay, I'll take the gig. But then you're standing there pissy. That doesn't help, So the rate is to ensure that you are not pissy when you're working. That's what it's all about. She said, hell to the no. Evie's like, nah, $100. Evie's like, 2 for 100. Been there, done that ages ago. Time and experience, not anymore. Time and experience. I mean, we all do that. And listen, in the beginning, I told y'all it was a $50 a day, $50 to $150 a day, MUA. Oh, because it felt like, like after a while, it does feel like you're hoeing yourself out, because it's like, why am I not making more? Something's not right here with the system that you got going, because you are getting jacked around, and this is not right. And I really had to. This is when Fadil, my mentor, my friend, my love, the thing about Fadil that I really do love all these years is that Fadil is like, bang, he's straightforward with it. He don't beat around the bush. He tell you when you mess something up. He's straight, okay? And when he looked at me and said, what are you, crazy? When I was telling him about my rates, and he didn't give me a rate, by the way, but he told me that I was charging too little, that my worth was way more than that. Now, like I said, he didn't say you should be charging $2,000, whatever. He didn't say that. He just said, girl, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like he didn't give me a number, but I realized with that expression and that amount of disgust that I was really, really charging too little. And then I had to raise my rates. I had to. So you just never know. Alrighty. Working for less really leaves you with a good feeling. It really doesn't. It really makes you feel like crap. You go home, you should be happy about what you just did. And then you were really annoyed. I know, listen, I speak for myself, but I speak for all of us. They were just annoyed. You just like, you should be so proud of your day. You should love the day that you just had, and you're just so annoyed. You look at those pictures 10 years later, and all you will ever think about is they lowballed me and I took it. I look at some of these old pictures and I go, man, I can't believe that job only paid me $100. That's what you look at. You don't, you know, you should be maybe even more appreciative of the work that you got. But at the same time, you just remember you remember either being rooked or talked into something, or you remember you rooked yourself. And that's all that picture represents to you. That's all it will represent to you. So, don't have a drawer full of memories where you're just you're just counting the money. It's a terrible feeling. It's a terrible feeling. Evie says, I love when they promise you exposure. That has never worked for me or anyone I know. Nope, never worked for me. Never, 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 never. Ryan, hi Ryan. Ryan Washington. Hello, Ryan Washington. Savannah makeup artist here. Hello, honey. Thanks for your info. Needed to hear this. My friend just told me the same thing. Yes, that's why we have really good friends, right? We have really good friends. Alright, he says, look at people who work on celebs. Just because they have millions of followers doesn't mean the artists that work on them will get super popular. No. And also, you also that exposure thing, by the way. Let's just say that you lucked up and worked with J-Lo, okay? Because she's queen of the click, 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 right? She's queen of it. Look, can we just be straight up and honest? Unless J-Lo is going to like get on there and say, look what DeShawn did to me. Oh my gosh, she's amazing. Unless she's going to give you a verbal shout out, okay? It ain't worth anything, because they can put your name up and people will look and see you. You might even gain a few followers, right? But guess what? Exposure gigs normally do not turn out to be more than a one-off, which means that was your one time with this person. That is it. You will not get another time with this person. It has passed. And what happened? So you got an extra 50 followers, or you got an extra 100 followers, right? And then what happens is, if you do not continue to post more and more photos of J-Lo or people like a J-Lo, you will start to, those people that came to you because of J-Lo will now leave you because there's no more J-Lo. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's why Instagram is just, it really, I'm trying not to curse. But that's why Instagram really bugs me, because it's all based on this weird number, and it's all based on you constantly feeding the machine. It's almost like playing, what do you call that game? Not my brain is like Russian roulette. No, the pinball machine. No. Slots. Is that it? The slot machine. Yes. It's like playing the slot machine. That's what exposure is. It's like playing the slot machine. That's all it is. And we all know when we play the slots machine, you might win one, and then that's it. It's sucked all your money out your thing. So exposure just doesn't work. It really doesn't work. Again, unless that person is going to go on there and shout your ass out, it's not going to work. And we all know all they do is put your name up. And you're lucky if they even do that. They'll say they're going to do it, and then they don't do it. Who are you going to call? Who are you going to call in J-Lo's team to say, hi, I did J-Lo's makeup on Tuesday of last month, and I noticed that she didn't put my name up on her Instagram thing. First of all, the moment is done. If she posted, it ain't coming back. She's not going to repost a picture. 2, she don't care. 3, she don't care. She don't care. So these are the things that you just have to really think about. Like all that exposure, you got to be real careful. So Evie says, the only time I feel great when not getting a penny is when I volunteer for a good cause, like sick kids at the hospital. Yeah, that's always that's a beautiful thing to do. I volunteered, especially in the beginning. This is why I always tell you guys to volunteer. Whoop! I forgot I have a new setup. Sorry. I hope I didn't make anybody sick with emotion. A friend of mine who's quite famous now. Is he famous here or is he famous in London? Where the hell he's famous, I don't know. He told me before he was so famous, he said to me, D, you need to volunteer. And I was just like, even though before I was a makeup artist, I had always volunteered. I volunteered for so much. I'm a volunteer burnout. I volunteer so much. But he made a point of saying that all of these like rich, what do you call them, socialite people, they're all up in there. You can get a lot of really good clients out of that. And there's nothing wrong with volunteering for a purpose as well. There's nothing wrong with that because you still are giving of your time. You're not there going, you are providing a service, but you're also there for your heart. Pick something that is very close to your heart, and then volunteer. And this is what he told me. And he and I did it a couple of times. And what was I? As a gift, I was an auction gift many, many times. I did still help the organization, but I was an auction, and they had to bid on me to win me. And that was a really great thing because everybody who walked by that table could see my name and all that stuff. So it was really good. And I did get a few things out of it, So you just never know. But volunteering is very important. And you don't know, it doesn't have to be so philanthropic that you get nothing but joy. Excuse me. It should be something that, you're a business person. I'm telling you, if you've ever been to these poo auctions, they have all kinds of things set up. And that's because those businesses are trying to get their business. And so they're putting stuff up. And that's why their logos are everywhere and all. I hate to sound like philanthropic endeavors are not supposed to be money oriented, but it is. I work for a foundation, okay? It's very money oriented. It really, really is, but you're still doing something good. So that's a good idea, Evie. And please, please, please make sure that you find something that moves your heart and volunteer. Okay. I don't know how to say that. Aline and Beyond, is that right? I hope I'm saying it right. I just moved to a new city, starting from scratch after taking a break. I don't even know where to start with my rates. I don't know where to start with your rates. Listen, the typical thing we all say, and the reason why we say it this way, so you get the lay of the land. Find out how much people charge. And by the way, don't call one or two people. Remember, in almost every, I don't know if it's a major city or sub-major city. Listen, if you're in a sub-major city, right, somewhere in the vicinity, maybe 20, 30 miles, it might be a major city. So I want that, or an hour away. I want it to be very clear because people, I'm in a small town. You telling me you're not near a bigger town somewhere, even if you have to drive an hour out of your way? Is that what you're telling me? So I want you to get the pricing for your town, wherever you may be, and then go out and find out how far the next big city is and find out what they charge up there too. You see? And then you can come back and then figure out where you fit in all of that. You have to find your money niche. You fit in there somewhere. And this is when you do compare yourself to others. Not compare yourself to beat yourself. I don't do that. It's not about that. It's just about looking at what are they doing? How do they have a website? How is it structured? Does it look good? This person charges, let's say, $2,000 for a wedding. Does her website look good or does it look janky? Does she have a really good, let's say, FAQ, frequently asked questions up there? How is it moving? That's when I say compare. You're looking, you're studying what people do so you can understand, so somebody who's charging, they have those high-end brides and all that stuff. So high-end brides, people think that like charging $2,000 for a wedding is a lot of money. And I'm like, I'm here to tell you it's not, because there are weddings out there, my darlings, that are $20,000 for the makeup and hair team. I want to, It's crazy. Okay. So find those elite people and see what they do. And that's what I do. Whenever I look at, whenever I want to create like a website or something for myself, I look at the most high end person that I can find, and I try to modify myself to what I see up there. Even if I'm charging $50, I want it to look like I'm $2,000. You see, even if you're just a $50 a day girl, that don't sound right, but you know what I mean. Your marketing is supposed to convey that you are much higher than what you are. That will get you over the hurdle. So that's what I can tell you for now. Unless I see what you do, my darling, and I'm able to talk to you and all that stuff, then I can help you further. But I can't help you with just this. But this is kind of what I say is like, it's like when I was in corporate America, right? And they would say, you would dress for the job that's above you. You don't dress for the job that you're in. So in other words, I wanted to be an executive. So I dressed like an executive. I didn't dress like a receptionist or something. I dressed like, nice, really nice suits. Everything was tailored. Everything was this when I was trying to get those other types of jobs, you see. So you have to start thinking like that. You're in Seattle. That's a major city. That's a major city, my darling. So you need to, that's a big city. You need to look around and see. You have to do your homework. This is homework time. You have to, create like folders and stuff and find out what is happening in Seattle. And is there a different speak in Seattle? Like, is it different from New York? Is it, I feel like it is in its weird way. What do they do? What's the rituals? Blah, blah, blah. You have to learn the city. If I were to move to anywhere other than New York, if I were to move to anywhere, I would literally pick up books and everything on the city that I'm moving to. I would read all of their business stuff, as much business stuff as I can find, so I can start to understand the city and what they're doing. I would look up city council. I would want to know as much about what I'm entering into, because I'm not just living there. I have my own business. And when you're a business person, you need to know what the hell is going on, stuff like that. So you have a lot of work to do. Yeah, you have a lot of work to do. You took a class with me. Hold up now. Any personal one-on-one. I'm the one that bought my little sister as a model. Oh, and you came twice, right? Didn't you come on a day of a parade? Was that you? Come back. But you came to my house. Didn't you come to my house? Isn't that you? Fix it. Come back. Tell me. Because now, did you come to my house like the next day to have a after your class was done? Did you come to my house? I think you did. Come back around and tell me. Hey, Pure Joy Makeup and Beauty and Life. Hello everyone. Great topic. Hello, Pure Joy Makeup and Beauty and Life. Okay, Wi-Fi. Have you purchased any new luxury makeup that you want to tell us about? I feel like I did, but I purchased it a while ago, I think. No, I swear. Don't be mad at me, but I'm going to start doing videos again, y'all. I really am, because now the room is almost clean and I can get around the room. So I will be doing the look at my kid thing and all that stuff again, and probably some overhead or something like that. Something like that. Let me explain. Doing videos is a pain in the arse, okay? It's just a pain. And I have to rev myself up, okay, to start being the content creator again, because it is very time consuming. And I just need to woosah and do it. That's all. Let's see. Oh, Oh, see, I know who you are. I don't forget faces. Man, I get the name right. Yes, honey, you came to my house because we did the class, and I was like, I want you to come back to my house because I think we need to do a little bit more. See, that's me. Like, I want my students to learn, period. And this young lady came to my house through a parade. See, I don't forget. I don't forget. I don't forget. Yes, but that class. Oh, I know what class you took. You did not take Increase Your Speed. What you took from me was I'm going to call it this, but I know it wasn't called this. The Black Girl class. What's it called? It was called Woman of Color class. I think it was my Woman of Color class, and we had all those models set up. I'm trying to remember your model. Yeah, I think you had an Indian young lady, and then we switched, and you had, yes, I know who you are. Hi, honey. And you had a baby. Now I'm all your business, right? Now I'm telling all your business. Okay, I'm going to keep your business to myself. I know who you are. Hi. She's so nosy. Have you ever used CR? Have I ever used Omnia brushes? Huh? Let me see. Yeah, they're all over here. I love Omnia brushes. CR, so you understand, my darling. There's a little tink in my tink. There's a tink. There's something wrong with me because I can't stop buying brushes. I just can't. And whenever Omnia brushes are around, I have to get more Omnia brushes. Even though I don't know how many brushes I own. I really don't. I should count, but I don't want to because then I would scare myself. Okay? Scare myself. Yes, I don't know how many Omnia brushes I own. I really am not sure. Too many. I really like I'm trying to keep. I don't know if you can't see it. It's in my director's chair, but my poor. I was dumping everything in this bag. My poor makeup case is a mess. I'm pretty sure this is an Omnia. Yeah, this is Roland Lane Nickel Omnia. But yes, unfortunately, I have far too many. I was going to show you my favorite one, except that I think it's crap. This thing is such a mess right now because I was cleaning the office and I was just any kind of makeup I would find, I would throw inside of this bag. Omnia brush, like this one. See, why did you get me started talking about CR? This is your fault. Oh, honey, the minutia of makeup brushes. Okay. These are not my favorite brushes, but I love them all. It asked me to pick my favorite child. I can't do it. I can't do it. But these are so interesting because let me play YouTuber. Let's say this is not what I normally would show you. If this thing does not focus, I may put it in front of my face. Put it in front of your face. Focus. Y'all have to teach me how to do this YouTube stuff. So you see the curve, right? And so you would think that this would not really give you a good line. But for some reason, it really does. It gives you a beautiful, I think I have some makeup left. It gives you a beautiful line and it's curved and you go, huh? Love this brush. I love this for me. I love how, okay, let me do this. I can't see what I'm doing. So if I'm going underneath my eye, it has that curve. So it allows like the drag to be a tad bit different than, let's say, a brush that was like cut blunt. So this is a really one. This is a BOM 650. This is just a regular blush brush. This is BOM 105. La 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 la. But my favorite one that I tell you guys all about all the time, but now I can't find it because I know it's in this case, and this case is a mess. Is this it right here? No. This is really a mess. I don't know how I got ready today. It's a mess. But yeah, I have a lot of, I have too many Omnia brushes. I have too many. And the reason why I have too many is because I love them. I love them. I actually love the black handles. I know they have the gold. And I think the gold is so pretty. But for me, I don't know what it is. Maybe I feel more artistic with a black handle. I just love black handles. They clean up well. The ferrules are always so strong. I just love Omnia brushes, and they're priced so right. You know what I mean? They're not trying to gouge you. Look at me, I'm hot. They're not. Look, you got me hot talking about brushes. I mean, I'm not trying. You know, they're not trying to gouge you or anything. What's the other brush I just found? I found it when I was cleaning up, and I was like, "Oh, this is cute." I don't know if they make this anymore. Okay, now bear with me. Now this is an old. Let's see how. Blink, 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 blink. Sometimes when I talk to you guys, I'm two. Okay, so this is one I just tried today, and I was like, "Woo! It's really good. It has this nice cut to it." In fact, one of my students that came to me to take Increase Your Speed, she loved this style of brush. She said, "DeShawn, it's so easy for me to put the blush on and everything." And in the way she does it, it was beautiful. Like she really cut time with using this. She loves this thing. And so I found it today, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna put some makeup on. Okay, let me hurry." And it was nice. It's a nice brush, but this is a Royal Langnickel brush. This is not Omnia brush, and they had a very inexpensive, I would say cheap, but I'm going to say inexpensive brush set called Gems, GEMS, and this was in a set. And like years ago, I told you guys that the whole set was like $15. But it's good. It's really good. I love Royal Langnickel brushes in general. You guys know my normal tick is Royal Langnickel, Omnia, almost anything they make, I love. Then my craze, my ick, my tick, Stellazzi. Love me a Stellazzi brush. I will always push Stellazzi down your throats. And then the Pooty Poo Haiku Hodu, and then the Smith brushes are very nice as well. It's the shapes of them that I really like. I mean, I have brushes all over the damn house. It's ridiculous. Then I have, this is an art brush. Maybe you guys can see that. Let me see if I can do this right. No, you can't see it. Let me see. This is just a regular artist brush, not a makeup artist brush. This is a regular artist brush. Hold on, let me put this down. CR, this is your fault. I'm blaming you. So do you see that fine tip? You know who I got this from? I got this from you. I know what your real name is. Elena Beyond. This is you. Do you remember this brush? Do you remember this? You had this in my class. You did. I don't know if you remember this, honey. This is your brush. And I said, "What is that?" You pulled out the brush, and I said, "Where you get that from?" And you said, "Oh, it's an artist thing. I got it. This is your brush." Oh my God, I can't believe you're on, and I have your brush in my hand. I bought like 5 of these when you left the class. Listen, don't show me a brush. I don't think I've ever met a brush I didn't like. And then, you know who has really beautiful brushes? I don't think I have any, or might I don't know. Cosette. His brushes are beautiful as well. I love his brushes. And then this is a Smith brush. This is another beautiful brush I happen to love. These are all my personal brushes that I happen to love. And this one, as you can see, it's got the slant, but it's fluffy. I don't know if you guys can see. It's like more fluffy. So you get precision, but then you get to blend it out more, especially if you're doing under eye and you're trying to smoke up, let's say, the under eye. This is a beautiful brush to kind of just go underneath the eye and fuff. It's a good eyebrow brush, all of that stuff. So I digress because of CR and her freaking Omnia question that makes me go off on a tangent. Your fault, CR. Don't talk about brushes with me. You see what happens. Cuckoo. Oh, help me, Jesus. Yes. Wait, is it Omnia? That would be a strange coincidence. Yes. Rashad Terry's in the house. Rashad Terry, Global Beauty in the house. Hello, honey. Do you still have I think you're saying shoe hanger? Do you still have the shoe? Listen, yes, I do. It's still there. And you know what's so sad, Rashad? Let me tell you something. It's got brushes all in it. You know what? And I have like 300 more. I have like 300 more waiting to be cleaned because there's a neurosis up in the brain. Yes. So, yes, I still have my shoe holder. If anybody's seen it, just go on my YouTube video thingies and you will see how I store many of my brushes in a one of those over the door shoe holder thingies. So, yes, I still have it and I love it. Except now, since I changed this office around, I cleaned out one whole chest of drawers. And so I envision, and this is my envisioning, okay? I envision having a drawer, you know, like when you go to the store and they pull out the drawer and the brushes are just all lined up. It's so pretty. That is what I'm going to try to execute in this drawer set where my brushes are lined up. That's what I'm gonna try. But I don't know if I'm gonna like it, but I'm gonna try to do. I got special wallpaper to put in there and all this stuff. So we'll see how well. If it turns out nice, you'll see it. If it's gonna be a pain in my behind, you won't see it. I don't know. There's just something about the shoe thing, like it allows you to see them. And it also allows you to go, you know, like sometimes my handles might be a different color. So you can see the brush and you could just dig and pull it out. Whereas the drawer actually might be a pain in my ass. But I just want one. I just want to open up my drawer and go, oh, my babies, you know? So yes, I still have my shoe hanger. I have two babies. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't trying to blow up your stuff, okay? Because I wasn't trying to. I know all about you, so I'm going to be quiet. Yeah, I know you have two babies, honey. Congratulations! I congratulate you on the assisting rules board too. But congratulations, honey. Yes, I know you have two babies. Ah. So Rashad says, "Oh, that angle brush curve. What is the number?" Ah, your mother didn't I just put it down? What did I do that? Angle brush curve. Really, I mean, honestly, people, I have too much stuff on this table. I just had it. And this room is very dark. I just had it. It's your mother. It's I just had it. Don't you crack. Okay, listen. Okay. This is not Omnia. This is a Smith brush. And the writing sucks. Oh, really? I don't know what it doesn't. Is it telling me? I really cannot make that out because it's gold. I really cannot make that out to save my life. Oh, I see. It's Smith. I think it says 302. Let me see if you can see that. Come on. All right. If you can make it out, you're better than me. Come on, camera, focus. Oh my God, this thing drives me crazy. How do these YouTubers do this? Yeah, you can't. I can't. I don't know. I think it says 302. I think it says Smith 302. And remember, it's a thicker. See that? It's a thicker brush. And it's a little stiffer too. It's not like a soft. So it's a little stiff, which is what I like because it also helps you to control the line better. But it also soft enough for you to like smudge it out. So I really do like this brush a lot. I have a few Smith brushes I really, really do like. And I think I always talk about this. This is Haiku Hodo. And again, this is mine. And again, this is one of my all-time favorite brushes because of the shape. Yes, I got to clean it. Okay. You don't have to tell me. So, but this is like one of my all-time favorites because of the shape of it. Do you see how it's slanted? It's fluffy. And actually it's dirty. And if it wasn't so dirty, you would see how airy it is inside. And that is to allow for you to pick up powder, blush, whatever powders, and it would just like gently like glide on. You see how it tapers into my face and comes up? Do you see how it's dragging? But it's dragging, if you can see those bristles, it's dragging kind of like broken up. And so it gives a softer finish than like than like even something like this kind. This is another Smith brush. But even, you know what I mean? Like it gives a, let me see if I can find a brush. It even gives a let me clean this brush. It gives us, even though this is a beautiful, somebody's calling me, even though this is a beautiful fluffy eyeshadow brush, this here, this is actually this is one of the first brushes I bought 23 years ago, this, okay? Now I love these, and I have a ton of eyeshadow brushes in my kit, but I gravitated to these because this would be more for something that's more saturated. If I wanted to press down, right, I would pull this out. But when I want to have that light touch of powder on the face, I pull this out. So brushes, they all have their own, loveliness. The Haiku Hodo one, it was the shape of the Haiku Hodo. You can get beautiful. Listen, I love Haiku Hodo. I have, here's another Haiku Hodo, mine. This is another Haiku Hodo. Like whenever I have something special. Okay, so Haiku Hodo is a brand that I buy. At first I said I was buying for my kit, and then it was mine. Now I have these in my kit, but these are just, oh my God, they're just so soft and so lovely. And I buy these for myself when I do something good. These are like mine, like a present to myself. So, but it's not like, you know, like, would I gravitate to this? Would I buy more of these? No. But would I buy more of these? Yes, I would buy. In fact, I have like 4 of these. I have 4 of these, 1 here and 3 in my kit. I love these. And then this one, no. Would I buy another one of these? No. This is just for me. La 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 la. Would I buy it for my kit? Possibly, but because you know why? Omnia brushes, Omnia, Stilazzi, they all have beautiful brushes. So I can't remember how much this one cost me. So it was like $65. This one, and it does feel good in the hand. Don't get me wrong; it has a nice weight to it. It feels good, but you know, I mean, so do the other ones. You know, and the other ones maybe cost $12 to $15, maybe 20. You know, and then I got this honking one here that I excuse me. I try to keep her fluffy. So then I have this big mama jamma here that I only use when I'm just trying to be all kinds of things to myself. And this is Face Atelier, right? So when you have a client, like, you know, I pull this out when I'm dealing, honestly, to be truthful, I pull this honking thing out when I'm dealing with celebrities because it has that feel. You know, see how, like, look how, it's got that luxuriousness to it. And so it's a really beautiful powder brush. It's really beautiful to take some like bronzer and go blah, 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 blah. You know, it's that kind of brush. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So I pull that out. But this is worth the money. I mean, look how big this damn brush is. I mean, compared to, no offense, Haiku Hodo, but I believe that these two are around the same price. I believe. This might be $10 more. I think this was 70 some odd dollars. This was like, I want to say it was like 65. So this is 65, and this is beautiful. Don't get me wrong, it's beautiful. I'm happy I have it. I'm not, you know what I mean? But I believe at the time that I purchased, this is 75. Or I think she gave it to me, but it's 75. Hello. So, but again, this is more for the, you know, for the starlets, you know, and for that fine finishing. You know, you always have to think about the image that you're setting too. So all those cute little things go in hand to hand. You said Haiku Hodo is no joke. Yes. Haiku Hodo brushes, Dawnsville. If any of you are in Cali, Haiku Hodo showroom is in Torrance, is worth visiting. Their brushes are so perfect for those of us with small, tiny eyelids. Oh, good point. Okay, I like that. Leighton, good evening, Leighton. Good evening, my dear. Good evening. I'm bringing you a little Bridgerton now. I don't know where that came from, but hello. Their brushes aren't good for those of us with small. I feel you. Listen, I told you it was a special occasion. Do you know what I'm saying? I know, and it's also not good even for cheap people. And we all know, how many times do I tell you she's cheap? You know I'm cheap. I'm proud of it. I should start a club. The cheap people. That would be me. If I don't have to pay full price, I will not pay full price. Or if I can find something that is somewhat comparable and it's a little less, I'm happy to do that. So, but then again, you have the luxury brands. You know how people buy the Dior's of the world? Yeah, I have a Dior box somewhere. So I do buy. I have been buying Dior. Okay, I think I told y'all. All right, your girl has gone designer in her kit. So yes, I do have some Chanel. I do have some Dior now. I do have some Tom Ford now, because of the clients that I've been dealing with. I can see how their eyes glaze over when you pick these things up. And the same thing with the haiku hodu. Sometimes it's not so much, how do you say, it's not really about the price. It's about, I say this to you guys 1,000 times. It is the perception of the client looking at you, the perception of them looking at you. You understand? That's why people with full kits of Maybelline, you're gonna get a different look at your kit than you would if somebody had a full makeup kit of even Makeup Forever, or a full makeup kit of even Tom Ford, or Gucci Westman, or Pat McGrath. You will just get a different look. It's a different feel. I love to study luxury. For some reason, it's just my pastime, and I'm not even into luxury like that. And it's always how all the experts explain luxury. It is not the fact that we makeup artists just go to your house. That is not the luxury per se. It is that feeling that your clients are going to get. So when you do pull out the poo-poo-ness of the blah, 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 Tom Ford, Dior, blah, 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 they feel more special. You see, they just do. It is just the way it is. And that is one of the reasons why you invest in. I'm not asking you to run out and buy Tom Ford, but I'm giving an example of why these luxury items mean so much to people. I talk about ordering. Oh, it's over there. I'm not getting up. But I talk about ordering from the Chanels of the world and the Dior's of the world. And I'm telling you, people, I might buy something like this big from Dior, something like this, and it comes in the most luxurious box. And you're like, did they make a mistake? Why are they sending me in this box? I mean, I get the most beautiful boxes. And I literally ordered like one palette or one eye palette or something even smaller than that. And the Chanel box I got from ordering oh God, I can't, everything's so foolish with them. That tanning color that they had, I ordered that. And it came in the most luxurious box. I still have that box. That's what the luxury means. You see, it's not just because we show up with our ripped t-shirts, and our Maybelline kits. That's not luxury. And people have got to get this in their minds. You've got to get luxury right in your head. It is an experience for your people. It is not just because you showed up at their door. There's just one teenth of what luxury is, because a lot of these poo-poo people, these very rich people, wouldn't even mind going to Dior and in their private room getting their makeup done. They wouldn't have any problem with that either. So technically, you coming to them is, get ready, hear the word, it's a convenience. It doesn't mean it's luxury, boo-boos. This is why you need to understand luxury. This is why I don't want to hear any more Maybelline people tell me it's luxury, DeShawn. It is not. You have to understand luxury. You have to understand what luxury means. Because if you really are going after that market, you got to get into their psyche. You have to understand that just because you show up, it's not a luxury to them. It is just a mere convenience, like a dog walker. It's a mere convenience. You guys got to understand that. You got to understand that. I cannot, I try so hard for you to hear me, because you have to understand that. Evie, frugal, not cheap. Unfortunately, Evie, if I could stamp it, CHEAP, it's cheap. But I'm proud of it, Evie. I'm proud. I'm proud. I'm so proud. She don't pay full price for nothing. Well, yes, I do. I had to pay. No, actually, I didn't. I waited for the Dior stuff to go on sale, by the way. Dior does go on sale. I waited for Chanel to go on sale, by the way. Chanel does go on sale, but you got to wait. Like, you got to wait. But you see what I'm saying? Things do go on sale. They really do. But sometimes I did have to bite the bullet and say, F it. I'll pay for it. But, if you don't want to wait it out, then you will pay full price for it. So there you go. Yes, sur les bons airs, sur les bons airs. Yes. And it's stunning, Evie. I mean, I have to give it credit's due. It is a stunning product. It really is. I really do love it. I'm so happy that I actually love it. Do you know what I mean? Dawn says, I can't even lie. The Dior Forever Liquid Transfer Proof Lipstick is incredible. Dior, Yves Saint Laurent, YSL makes some of the most beautiful dark lip products. I agree. And also, don't forget Tom Ford. Thank you, Dawnsville. Luxury is an experience. Rashad Terry Global Beauty says, I think that's my new tone for you. Rashad Terry Global Beauty says that that even goes back to the ancient Egyptian times, based on how fancy the clay was crafted on the compact with the design for the or how do you say orchard? I can't pronounce it. Eyeliner. It told people how wealthy and luxurious they were. Yes, you have to understand that. You have to understand that because, unfortunately, let me just explain something. When you run around and say, I'm luxury, I'm luxury, right? What will happen is people will say, okay, honey, come give me the luxury experience. And then you're going to show up, even if you don't have Maybelline in your kit and you have Stila in your kit, and which is fine. There's nothing wrong with Stila either. I love Stila. But again, they're looking at you. They are looking. They are surveying that kit, honey. You are opening that kit up and they're going like this. Oh, no Lemire? Not asking you to buy Lemire, by the way. No, I'm not telling you. I'm not doing that, right? And also, you have to be able to educate your clients on what you have in your kit. Remember, the one thing that I'm not switching from is Graftobian foundation. I'm not switching from Graftobian. I likes me the Graftobian. Unless they say to me, would you mind using mine? Then I might say, sure, let me make sure it's the right color and, for the occasion, blah, blah, blah. But if I like it, then I'll use it. I have no problem. But I have to educate my customers, my luxury customers, on Graftobian, because they're like, what the F is that? I ain't never heard that. And then I say, oh, well, let me explain it to you. And then I start to explain to them the benefits of why I use it and how it will serve them better than anything they've ever purchased, you see? And so you have to be able to, sometimes you will have to defend products that are in your bag. So you can say, you might pull out a Maybelline concealer and it might be the right color for that person or something like that. And that's cool too, because I know that there are many high-end, high-end makeup artists out there who have drugstore stuff in their kit, and that's fine too. But what I'm talking about is the person who has just drugstore everything in their kit. Everything is drugstore. That they're going to look in your kit and they're going to go, and you call yourself a luxury makeup artist, and they're going to expect products that have that label to it too. They're going to expect you to look a certain way. They're going to expect you to have certain types of brushes, and there's an expectation of luxury when you say you're luxury. I mean, it's just common sense, right? You laugh out loud, but see, this is what Rashad just said. Rashad Terry Global Beauty. This is what Rashad just said. He said, or just be like, I'm sorry, I'm not that artist for you. And it's true. Like sometimes I've said that to people. Oh, I don't think I'm the artist for you. Most of the time when I say that, it is based off of a look that they're looking for versus anything else. Because I feel like a lot of times people are referred to me and I have to, I try to talk to people. Everybody's so busy nowadays. So sometimes it's very hard to even pin down a new client. So I make it, I try, I press so hard to say, I do makeup like this. This is my style. Please go to my website. Please, 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 please. Right? Please check out what I do. Right? Because yes, I can do it all, but it's just not my thing. Like the beat tings that you see, the heavy, if that is anybody else's, I'm happy for you. You do it. It's just not my thing. And so when people get referred to me, they think, oh, well, she's a makeup artist. She can do anything. Yes, technically I can, but I don't want to. And so I might not be the person for you. We all don't, yes, makeup artists are amazing because we are, but we all don't, we have to specialize in something. It was like, I'm very into interior decorating. Huge into interior decorating. I watch far too much interior decorating. In fact, my whole YouTube life is called DeShawn Loves Interior Decorating. I watch it all the damn time, okay? And the one thing over the years of watching interior decorators is this: they specialize in something. This girl came on the screen. She goes, I specialize in bachelors. I was like, what? Wow, okay, honey. She specializes in bachelors. There's another one who loves to specialize in kitchens. There's another one who loves to specialize in playrooms. I mean, it's very interesting, you see? And so this is what I'm saying. Like, you gotta understand that you just don't take any job that comes your way. You have to be discerning about the clients and stuff that come at you, because sometimes what will happen is, for some reason, I don't know why that was, for some reason I kept getting referred these Real Housewife people, and I was like, yeah, I'm not the one. I was like, I'm not the one for you, sweetie. I don't do that. Like, I just don't do that. And the reason why I say that now is because guess what? Your girl got caught up in one of those Real Housewives people, okay? Now, I did a beautiful face on her. I had to do her hair, her 18 pounds of hair. Then I had to do her makeup. I do what I thought she said because I wasn't understanding. This is early on, not early, but I don't know. Maybe now it's a long time ago now. If I'm 22 years, then I want to say this is maybe 10 years ago now that I think about it. And so she says, this is when I didn't understand. Seeing the cuckoo, I didn't understand what natural meant to Black women, because natural to me is natural, natural clean, but they don't mean natural. They mean lashes are popping, contour are kicking. What they really mean is neutral. They don't mean natural. Okay. So it took me a very long time to understand that. So she says, oh, I like a natural such and such. So I said, oh, okay, I can do that. Even though I did more because I knew she was going on some type of TV thing or something like that. I did more for her. When I was done, she was just like, oh no, I need more, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that's not what you said you wanted. And I told you to look at my website so you see what I do. And to be straight, I'll just be honest. We almost came to blows. The only time in my whole life, but it was the only time that I was like, okay, I'm about to put this down and I'm about to take these off because we about to go. Okay. And it wasn't because she didn't like the makeup. It was just her whole demeanor, what that world brings to you. And so I do exactly what she wants. Now she's happy. She wanted purple. She wanted like purple eyeshadows or something like that. And then, I do all that and all this stuff. And then she turns around. She goes, okay, I'm going to come right back. So she goes into the bathroom. She goes into the bathroom. She pulls out the brightest orange lipstick you have ever seen in your life. When I tell you how bright this orange was, it was very, very bright. So now she's got this beautiful, very bold kind of eye with a bright orange lip, bright. And I said, oh, that's really bright. Can you blot that down or something? Because that's really bright. She said to me, yeah, you need to change this eye makeup because it's not going with my lip. Now, biatch. And I am one to accommodate. I don't mind accommodating, but we had gone back and forth and back and forth. You said you love this eye. Now you're telling me you got to go. But now because you put this orange, I said, I have other lipsticks for you. You can use those. She was like, no, I want to use my orange. Da, da, da. And I was just like, if you knew you were going to wear orange, then I wouldn't have put that on you. You know, now, and then she's saying, oh, you making me late. I'm making you late. I was like, somebody hold my earrings because we are about to. We are about to. Because the whole attitude was stank. It was just so stank the entire time. But that's what I'm saying. It was just, that's all I'm saying. You know, but had she checked the website, she would have known that's what I do. You know what I mean? And to be honest to you people, in the back of my head, I said, I felt, I'm a feely girl. I felt like this ain't going to be a good match. I felt it in my bones, people. And I went anyway. I went anyway when I should not have. I knew it because I could tell that she wasn't even looking at the website. Each time I spoke to her about something, did you get a chance to look at my website? Yeah, no, I didn't get a chance to look at the website. I'll look at it later. And I was like, but I really need you to look so you can see what I do. Nah, yeah. And I said, her own lack, for the better word, of wanting to do research on her own makeup artist was an issue to me. It was an issue because most people who hire me will say, I have looked at your website and I've seen your work. This girl, she was referred, but this girl was like, you need to look and see what I do. So I know this is a match. And had I had the wherewithal at the time to learn how to say, I ain't for you, boo, then I would have never taken that job. You see, but I didn't have the words. I did not have the words to say what Rashad just said, which was, yeah, no, I'm not the makeup artist for you. I did not have that. I could just tell by her attitude that I was not the makeup artist for her. I could tell, but I let it go and literally almost came to blows. First and only time in my whole life. But I was like, yeah, we about to roll up in here. We about to roll because I'm not playing with you. I'm still not playing with you, lady. But when she said, you making me late, I was like, oh, wait, what? Listen, listen when I tell you, if we were on a private live, I could give you more of the story. I can wax the day on for you so you understand how much she was getting on my last nerve. But I've only had one client like that my whole life. In 22 years, it was only one person like, only one. But honey, them reality people, you keep them. Evie said, I can't stand people that act rude like that. I can't either. I can't. I would have been like, I don't want to make you late. Pack bags and walk out. Keep the money. Yeah, honey, I feel you. Yes. Evie's like, 200%, Rashad. Yeah, it's true. That's why I stopped doing makeup and started teaching, because I would be blackballed because I have zero tolerance. Exactly. You know, you have to be, who was I talking? I think I was talking to my brother, and some incident happened that had me incensed. And this is like year 5. This wasn't even like, this is nowhere near it. And he just said to me, D, you can't let people upset you like that. You can't let people take you out of your thing, because that's just not who you are. And in the back of my head, I could hear him when I was about to go to blows with this girl. And he was like, you can't, he came in like, Obi-Wan. That's what he came in. And he was like, D, you can't get upset now. That's how it was that day. But I really should have, hindsight being what it was, I should have just left. I should have said, I'm out. I'm done. Peace. But whenever I do something, I get so, you get so into it that you want to make sure it looks good. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's always in the forefront of my mind. I just want to make sure she looks good. But when she put that bright orange lipstick on, I was like, you have got to be kidding me. And she really wanted purple. And it wasn't subtle. It looked beautiful though, but she really wanted this purple. And I was like, oh man, if I could just tell you the rest of the story. because it didn't end there. If I could just tell you the rest of the story, y'all would be like, DeShawn, what? Oh God, Johnson says exactly. If anyone is paying you, then ideally they take the time to review your work. Yes, they would. Yes, because it only takes 2 seconds to look at a website. It only takes 2 seconds. Most of the time when you're in the industry, they only give you less than a minute to look at your work. And if you, like on my website, right, there are several things that people can look at. You know, they can pick and choose what they want to see. But primarily what you find out when you do your analytics, most people just go to the very first thing they see. They may scroll, that's it, done. And then it tells me, let's say 85% of people came to the first thing and they went through the whole thing 50% of the time. And then they'll go down to the second line, and then 65% went to the second line. And it just goes down. The more stuff that you have, really, normally, the less people will look at it. So there you go. Johnson says exactly. If anyone is paying you, then ideally they will take the time to review work. I just read that, right? Don't let people take you out of your character. They ain't even worth it. Exactly. Rashad says, because it's not who you are. It's okay to be a biatch. Okay to let a biatch know, because at the end of the day, that's what I did. But it's not my identity. It's true. It's not my identity. But I was not going to let her like bully me either. I was like, what's happening? And I'm nice. I don't fight people. I'm not a fighter. I don't fight people. But I was like, oh, it's about to be on. It's about to be on. Where's the Vaseline? Where's the Vaseline? Give me the Vaseline. Like, it's about to be on. I was like, no matter what, if I come out of here whatever, she's never going to make it to where she needs. I'm going to jack her off. Like, but I woosad. I bought it in. I released it. And I tell you about it today. Yes, a biatch. So beautiful people. We are an hour and 37 minutes in. She's out. Thank you for stopping by on Monday. I like Mondays. I do. Even though I keep thinking today's like Friday. I woke up today going, what's today? Because I'm so used to talking to you guys on Sunday, I get confused. But thank you guys for coming. Thank you all you new people. I see you. Hi, new people. Every Monday at 8 o'clock. Your girl's on. Come with questions. Come with a story. I love a story. Come with a little tea and a he. All of that good stuff. But let's say I'm loving Mondays with all of you. I know, me too, right, Dawson? This is such a beautiful community. They are. I am very blessed to have really, really beautiful people who just come on by, stop on by, give love to all of us. Very, very fortunate. So yes, people, yes. We will convene next Monday at 8 o'clock. Yay! But remember, guys, if you want to see something, ask me and I'll have it here and I'll have it ready. So CR, if you want to see the luxury, then you come by and say, yo, DeShawn, community board, yo, can I see your luxury? That kind of thing. Get what I'm saying? So besides that, she's out. Don't forget, Rashad Terry Global Beauty is waiting for you and your kids all over the world. It's the most luxurious, and I said the word, luxurious skincare at an affordable price for your kids. Pick it up today. Rashad Terry Global Beauty. All right, beautiful people, she's out. Have a good week. I'll see you next Monday. Bye.